Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa talk about their marriage a lot on their show, Live with Kelly and Mark. With their roles as co-hosts of Daytime, they often discuss their partnership. Ripa and Consuelos discussed how a change in routine has improved their marriage on the show that aired on April 14th. The longtime couple has been a married couple since 1996. Golf has taken over my life. As Consuelo mentioned on the show, she watched the Masters. Thank you, Kelly, for letting me watch 16 hours of golf over the course of 4 days without raising any objections. Repo didn't mind that her spouse was busy with the Augusta Golf Championship. That she had my own life going on was a joke made by the mother of three. While on the broadcast, the two discussed the yearly golf tournament with Cameron Matt, who they had worked with on All My Children. Ripa mentioned that Canulus's newfound expertise in golf had been beneficial to their marriage. Consuelos laughed and added, "She predicts that you will be absent for 5 hours. Off you go." The co-hosts have just moved to 7 Hudson Square from Liv's longtime home at 7 Lincoln Square. The original studio site saved Ripa and Consuelo's romance, they said. In 1996, they went through a breakup just before their Mother's Day special on Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. Both attempted to back out, but in the end, we found ourselves here on stage. Ripa educated the public. Evidently, seeing her was the worst decision Consuelos had ever made. The following day, I proposed to her and we took a plane to Las Vegas, vowing that we would be together forever. What came after is anecdotal. Dear Kelly, throughout their marriage, Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been in the spotlight, not as a made-up celebrity couple, but as two working professionals whose dynamic has changed and developed over the years. Live with Kelly and Mark, which aired on April 14th, showed the couple doing what many couples do behind the scenes, pursuing individual hobbies. For them, a renewed love of golf and the freedom to play has brought unexpected joy and ease to their long-term marriage. The story is almost endearing at first. Grinning, Mark said he had watched the Masters for hours and was officially hooked on golf. In her humorous response, Kelly said that she was okay and that she was busy with her own life. However, hidden beneath the playful conversation is relationship specialists endorse this practical principle. Taking time for one's own interests might mend broken relationships. Here we'll take a closer look at how a pastime or other small change in routine can have a big impact on things like communication, everyday harmony, and closeness. Along the way, we'll see how Ripa and Consuelos' relationship evolved from that of co-starring on a soap opera to a marriage dogged by public scrutiny, a couple of short splits, and a successful career built on the chemistry they shared on morning shows. For those who have ever wondered how some couples manage to keep their marriages strong even while they're in the spotlight, their story is a great case study. Initially, the part consisted of casual conversation. The host reconnected with Cameron Matt, a former castmate, and the conversation effortlessly veered towards their shared histories and current interests. Mark confessed his golfing shortcomings with an air of confident self-assuredness. "Kelly, I appreciate you letting me watch the Masters, but I don't think anyone would mind if I watched 16 hours of golf over the course of 4 days," he said. Kelly neatly and quickly responded. Her own life kept her preoccupied, so she hadn't cared. Their talk felt like a little lesson in marriage maintenance, fun, simple, and touched with affection. Allow room. Refrain from using time as a weapon and be receptive to allowing the other person to experience delight without feeling guilty. Think about how public their conversation is as well. One of the most popular daytime TV shows is hosted by Ripa and Consuelos, who are famously candid about their family life. Many viewers may relate when they watch ordinary relationship habits portrayed on national television. Talk show banter and role modeling coexist on the public stage. When put in the context of a marriage, even a seemingly little change, like taking up a new hobby, might have far-reaching effects. In the mid-1990s, Ripa and Consuelos first worked together on All My Children. Their initial attraction blossomed into a serious romance, and in 1996, they tied the knot. Theirs is the kind of marriage that stands out not because of its glitz, but because of its longevity. Michael was born in 1997, Lola in 2001, and Joaquin in 2003. They have all navigated careers, relocations, and the unique challenges of being a television working spouse. Their dynamic shifted from that of youthful lovers to that of partners juggling careers, childcare, and the scrutiny that comes with stardom. More importantly, they were also thrown into chaos. In the beginning of their careers, they split up for a little while. The renownedly charming tale of their reunion on the live stage and subsequent elopement in Las Vegas has been recounted numerous times. They go through a period of maturation, making amends, and recommitting to one another, which is why their relationship is so essential to the story. They learned early on that being away from it all, in space, time, and a new perspective, can help you see things more clearly. A common piece of advice from therapists is that couples should maintain their unique identities while also maintaining their friendships, hobbies, and activities. A relationship can benefit from a revitalization of vitality when both parties find fulfillment in their own unique ways. The efficacy of this is explained by a number of psychological considerations. Personal freedom. Doing things on one's own prevents becoming too dependent on one's partner and losing one's sense of self-worth. Maintaining one's identity makes one more resilient and less likely to experience feelings of suffocation. Fresh ideas and lively discussion. Interests outside of work provide fresh conversation starters. An opportunity for connection rather than contention arises when one golfing companion returns from a round with a tale of a swing correction or a humorous foursome. Pleasantness enhanced. Accusations like, "You're always doing that," when one partner's leisure time is brought up might erode goodwill. However, animosity is less likely to develop when partners normalize and support one another's interests. Diversifying one's social circle beyond one's romantic partner is a common goal of social expansion hobbies. This can help one feel more supported emotionally and less reliant on a single relationship for happiness. Mark and Kelly were exemplifying these excellent practices in a straightforward manner when they both decided to take up golf. No longer will one partner feel guilty about supporting the other's interests. Their departure from Liv's long-term residence. On the show, the two also pondered on the narrative thread that ran from 7 Lincoln Square to the new location at 7 Hudson Square. The two spoke about how the initial studio was a defining point in their lives when they were asked to be a part of a Mother's Day special on Live with Regis and Kathy Lee in 1996. Before the audience, they had confessed to more profound emotions. They recalled a split that had occurred earlier in the year. They were both trying to avoid the TV appearance, but fate and the spotlight ultimately drew them together. In retrospect, Mark says the event was a revelation that helped him realize he was wrong to end the relationship. They were famously married in Sin City not long after he proposed. For better or worse, the studio was the point at which their paths crossed again. Another fact is brought to light by this article. Public routines and shared workplaces can be sources of both stagnation and progress. Frequently, their personal narratives have intersected with their professional lives, and occasionally, this crossing has led to beneficial adjustments. Parental responsibilities and demanding professions have always been intertwined with marriage for Ripa and Consuelos. They both have daily TV appearances, which need meticulous preparation due to the early mornings, practices, and regimented schedules. The platform's reliance on immediacy makes it difficult to raise teenagers and young adults. How does this relate to hobbies like golf? Putting in some time at the course or watching a tournament is a surefire way to take a break. With proper preparation, it offers a stress-free escape without disrupting childcare routines. From a psychological standpoint, it provides a reset, a way to relax after a public test or stressful workday without having to plan anything elaborate. Such habits are crucial for many marriages. No one is necessarily pulling away from a relationship if they play casual tennis, read novels, or tend to a garden. They usually put their money into the emotional capital that will keep it going. These mini retreats are restorative for professionals whose jobs demand constant expression of emotion. During the conversation on April 14th, one of the main points was Mark criticizing Kelly for allowing him to watch hours of golf. From a language and relational perspective, it's profound, but at first glance, it appears to be just a joke. The usage of the pronoun go instead of stay shows that the couple feels safe and trusted with each other in the marriage. When spouses are comfortable allowing each other to pursue happiness, it indicates a number of positive dynamics. Trust between people. The couple has faith that each other will return to being emotionally present and not using the pastime as an escape. Kindness in the heart. An act of compassion that grows stronger with time is letting the partner enjoy themselves. Little drama. Neither micromanagement nor policing is present. A game or pastime can take on greater significance when little, optional decisions are handled amicably. The couple's playful exchanges struck a chord with each other. No one's pleasures pose any kind of threat. Those are extras. Hosting with a spouse has its own set of pros and cons. Possessing a business partner who is pattern-aware and can respond to your humorous timing is a rare asset. Viewers love the same kind of chemistry that makes a marriage work when it's portrayed on television. When two people are that close, it matters. Playing pranks. Loving.